Welcome to the recap of the Cubs' awful 9-5 loss to the 56-92 Colorado Rockies Friday evening in Denver, Colorado at Coors Field. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. Scan the QR code right there on the screen. Click the link or go to wintrust.com/Cubs for all the details and then get your very own Cubs checking account and that super cool Cubs debit card. That's a bad loss, folks. Bad loss, and I got plenty of questions about this loss. First of all, let me ask you a question. If your season was on the line in the 8th inning after you come back and tie the ball game up, is Drew Smiley the guy you're handing the baseball to? For me, Drew Smiley gets the ball when I'm way up or way behind. Drew Smiley with the season hanging by a thread, that's the dude you're going to put on the mound? And he was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I know Craig Counsel's got a great rep as a manager. I just got questions. I haven't seen where I go, boy, that guy's elite. Again, he doesn't have the best team in the world. I get it. But he makes some decisions that I just really go, the hell was that? Let me take you through how this one went down. Cubs grab a 2-0 lead in the first on a Bellinger hit. And then Rogers gets a double. That drives in a run. That's in the second. And then Hunter Goodman, who had a monster game. Hunter Goodman homers, 2-run score, and now they've got a 3-2 lead. He then singles and gets a run driven in the fourth. They got a 4-2 lead. Tovar homers. They got a 5-2 lead. And we get to the 8th. 2 men on, and here's Michael Busch. Michael Busch crushes one. We're tied at 5. The dugout's alive. I'm going nuts here. My wife had fallen asleep on the couch, and I'm screaming. It's like, what? We just tied the ball game up. She went back to sleep. Whatever. And then in the 8th, they go to Drew Smiley. Drew Smiley, let me tell you what he did. This dude, with your season hanging by a thread, we go to this guy who doesn't have swing and miss stuff, who's not very good, who you tried to waive 2 weeks ago and nobody claimed him. What a shock. Okay, here's how it went down. Here's how the 8th inning went down for them. Okay, McMahon singles. Rogers walks. Toglia singles. He strikes out Nolan Jones. Now they go to Nate Pearson, and he gives up a grand slam. Grand freaking slam. Nate Pearson facing Hunter Goodman, who drove in 7 runs in the ball game. 7. Cubs do nothing in the 9th. Game was over. It's 9-5. But again, I go back to your season's hanging by a thread. You got guys that you can use down in that bullpen. You had a day off yesterday and you went to effing Drew Smiley. Why is he even still on the team? I have no freaking idea. Player of the game, Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, Michael Busch, game-tying home run in the 8th. But in the end, that's a bad loss. Bad. Take that.